Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Mindfulness broadcast. It is cold out here. I don't know if you can see my voice, my breath, but it is chilly and lovely, and just being outside in this cooler weather is a great fun mindfulness practice of just feeling it, just feeling your skin in where it meets the world, the atmosphere. So that's fun, but that's not what we're doing this morning. Welcome to the Mindfulness broadcast. I'm Tiffany Grimes, and I'm with Empower Coaching and Training. So today I want to talk about discomfort, and it's not my discomfort of being out here in the cold air, because that actually feels really good. But it's the discomfort that comes along with change and giving ourselves some tools to be with that discomfort. So to have you do that, I want you to think about this morning something that you are working on intentionally changing. So personally, I've been working on just trying to meet people where they are, rather than give 4,000 excuses for why I said something or did something behind what I did, but rather investigating what that meant for them and their response to that, and how, to move it forward. So it's kind of been this fun practice I've been utilizing. And it's also really uncomfortable for me. So I want you to think about your change. Think about something, a goal, something that you're trying to incorporate or change, how you're communicating with somebody, how you are being with yourself, self-talk, introducing trust into a team, or speaking in front of public, anything you can think of it, and whatever that is for you. And when we think about moving towards change, doing things differently, we will feel discomfort. We will feel discomfort. Discomfort is the indication for us that we have left habit, right? That we have left comfort, our comfort zone. We have left habit, and we are trying something new. We are experiencing something new. What's happening in that zone is your amygdala is going, well, this is new. I'm going to pull my prefrontal cortex into this mix so that I can really be paying attention and making decisions and being in choice. When we're in our comfort zone, our amygdala is like, nothing to pay attention to, because everything's just same, right? We're not really in prefrontal cortex. We're not thinking through change. We're just doing unconsciously. And we've talked a lot about that here. So just the very process of us going, I'd like to do something different, we are going to be in discomfort. Now, in discomfort, your brain is actively trying to get you back to comfort, right? So it has to be a conscious process to stay there. So here's what I want you to imagine is this moment you're working to do something different, to be different, think different, act different. You recognize discomfort. So you've done enough self-work that you recognize, oh, this voice that's telling me, screw it, go back to what I was doing before. Oh, that's discomfort, right? Or I feel that in my body, this urge to leave or to give up or to not do it or to say something that I'm later going to regret. I'm going to be with that, notice it, observe it. That's normal. That's not an indication that we should go running back. That's just an indication that we're human and we have a human brain. So we're being with that. And then I want you to expand that moment. So in that moment, you are experiencing discomfort. Your choice is to return to habit, which will alleviate the discomfort. So in the moment, it will feel better to say the thing, to walk away, to go back to what you were doing before, play small, whatever it was. There will be comfort in that. But there will be discomfort that follows that because you didn't do the thing you wanted to do. You didn't make the change you wanted to make. You didn't respond versus react. You didn't get curious rather than just direct, right? You didn't do the thing you wanted to do. So then there's additional discomfort on the other side of going back into our comfort zone. So if we go back to that moment, I'm noticing discomfort. I'm being with my human self. with my human brain that's trying to get me back, I can stay in discomfort. Because if I go back to comfort, I'm just delaying discomfort. The discomfort is going to be there because I've decided I want something to change. It's, am I going to stay in this discomfort, the discomfort of growth, the discomfort that moves me forward, the discomfort that allows me to expand as a human being? Or am I going to run back to comfort and experience the discomfort of not having moved forward, not having had the growth? So either way, there's discomfort. What discomfort do you choose? The one that's moving you forward or the one that keeps you stuck in your current place? So I will give you that. You can play with it as you will. And sometimes for me, it's a dance. It's like, oh, I'm gonna go forward in this discomfort. Oh, I just want to go back to comfort in that discomfort, and kind of dancing back and forth until I make a decision. And it's just the human process. But the mantra I've been using in this, and I share it with my kids because we talk a lot about this, is the phrase, "We can do hard things." You know, I take that from a podcast that I love of the same title. But when I'm in that discomfort, I say to myself, I can do hard things. I can stay here. I can stay in this discomfort because I want this discomfort. I want what lies on the other side of this. So with that, you can close your eyes. You can take a soft gaze, whatever works for you. We're just going to work on being with our brain this morning and directing it somewhere on purpose, which is really the quote unquote muscle that we want to build in choosing the discomfort we're going to have. So find your breath in your body. Be with your breath. Allow it to deepen. Allow your awareness to really settle in. Breathe and know that you're breathing. Be aware of the inhale, of the exhale. Allow your body to adjust in whatever way allows attentiveness, tending to this moment. Breathing in, breathing out. And this morning, I want you to choose an anchor for your attention. In yoga, we call this the drishti. Find your focus. It might be a sensation in your body. It might be your breath. If your eyes are open, you might find your shoelaces fascinating all of a sudden. Something that you can put your attention on. And our work is to stay here. And to notice when our attention drifts. And when we find our attention in the past or in the future, we just simply bring it back to this present moment. That's our only job. Noticing through all of your senses what it is that you've placed your attention on. What does it feel like? What are you curious about? What do you see? What do you feel? What do you smell? What do you taste? What do you hear? And I'm going to fall silent so that your brain is just focusing on this process. You might find that your mind has wandered. And just notice it lovingly, humorously, gently, and then invite it back to your focus. Observe your brain. Observe its habits of saying, oh, this is a waste of time. Why am I doing this? Oh, I'm just going to check that text. This would be better if so-and-so would quit talking. That sound would quit. Right? All the things, all the ways that our brain says, could we please let me just run wild? Just notice it lovingly, acknowledge it, and then return to your focus. You don't have to make it stop or demand that it does anything. Just notice it and then place your attention back on your breath or your anchor, whatever that is. As we begin to close, I want to just remind you that this is a choice. This is a practice. This is a thing we do all day. Is be with our brain, or we're not, or we let it run in survival mode, in protection mode, in armored mode, which is often more comfortable in the moment. But we all know there's a price to pay for that and the discomfort that follows. So before you bring your attention back together, just invite yourself to think about which discomfort you're choosing. And when you're ready, bring your gaze back up or open your eyes. Thank you for being here, everyone. Thank you. Enjoy. We'll see you next week. Bye.